Last week in Barcelona, Microsoft released the consumer preview for Windows 8, also known as the beta version. ACER have given us an S3 Ultrabook to test Windows 8 and see how it actually works with a mouse. And I think you're going to find it quite interesting the way the mouse works using the Windows 8 interface. Let's have a look at it now. So here's Windows 8 on an Ultrabook from ACER. And it's actually surprisingly easy to navigate yourself around this tile-based system with a mouse. I'm going to show you some of the tricks and some of the things you can do right now. First of all, if you've got a scroll on your mouse, it's very easy to navigate around the horizontal scrolling. So if you've got a fairly large amount of icons, very easy just to use your scrolling mouse here like this. Now, if you wanted to move around those groups, we simply go into what's called a hot corner, and there's 4 hot corners here, and I'll show you what each of them does. So the first hot corner over here miniaturizes your groups and allows you to start mucking around with them, move them around in terms of priority. You can bring it back up again, and then start moving around some of your apps as well. So that's one thing you can do. The next hot corner is the top right hand. This brings up what's called charms. Now, you would normally just slide your finger in. If you've got a tablet here, you bring your icon there, and you can see when it turns black, it means that it's activated. We can go back to the start if you're in an app at the time. You can go into settings for that particular app, and you can also use devices like monitors, or use the search, which goes back to Bing. We can also go down to here, and this shows you last placed your app. So there's a desktop, for example. We've got Chrome there, so if we just open Chrome up, we're going to be in the desktop here. Now, from here, usually on a tablet, you'd be sliding in, you'd be using your finger here to slide. Instead, what you do is use the top left-hand corner and just click. And that will actually take you through all the different apps that are open right now. Now, if you want to see all the recent apps that are open, you simply drag your mouse down. You can see all the different apps here. We'll just bring up, for example, Solitaire. Now, if you wanted to have more than one open, so for example, you have what we might call windows, we simply drag this down. We can slide it across to either the left or the right-hand side. So, for example, we'll just slide that to the left. And now we can still play that, still functional. We've got this big space here. We simply go back into the left-hand corner and start flicking through till we find the app that we want to actually use. So that shows you how you can do some multitasking. Now we can then actually swap that around and bring this out so that the right-hand app is now the panel on the right-hand side, and we can keep switching that around. And now that will continue to move while that app panel over there is fixed. So it's quite easy, quite intuitive to use, I've got to say. I'll give you an example of the scrolling. We go into Shop, Store here. We'll just close this. The way you close it is just to move it to the right, full screen. Just use the scroll bar, and you can see how easy it is just to navigate yourself back and forth, left and right, across there. Let's see, what else can we do? Okay, if you wanted to close apps, we do similar to what we do when we're on a tablet. There's a hand that comes up, you simply grab it, and then you bring it down, and that actually closes the app. So next time you come over here to the corner, you won't actually see it there anymore, it's gone. And you can do that for each of the apps that are still currently open. Now the desktop is going to be quite important for people that are using mouse-based, because predominantly if you're in an office or if you're using productivity-based, then your time will be spent on the desktop. And everything pretty much works just like a normal desktop. If you bring open a folder here, you'll see that there is a file library system very similar to Windows 7. The only thing missing, of course, is the little start button. Now that's simply apps that are pinned there. The desktop is actually more like an app now. It sits within Windows 8 as a separate area. So that's really a basic look at how Windows 8 works with a mouse. Very easy to use. You can see here it's actually quite quick to use. And of course, using an Ultrabook, you'd expect it to be quite quick as well. So if you wanted to turn it off, best way to do it, we'll just do it up here. We could use physical buttons, of course, but let's do it through here. We'll just go to settings. You can see here there's a few settings. We've got wireless, volume, brightness, keyboard, power notifications. We'll just press power. We can choose to restart it, shut down, or sleep. And it's shut down. There you have it. That's Windows 8 using a mouse. Until next time.